on the first map, Mixwell just playing mad strong, so I don't see any inherent advantages for either side going into this map, basically.
Yeah, this is going to be fun.
We will simply have to bear witness. Liquid starting on the T side, and again, they are up against it. Being one map down, they need to win this pistol and apply the pressure to the CTs immediately.
Pressure makes diamonds, James.
Okay.
That, by the way, that can be applied sometimes. You can say that, and it sounds really cool. I just said it, and it sounded really stupid because it just wasn't the moment for it, James. I'm going to learn from my mistakes. I'm going to try. So Optic now looking for the defense here as Liquid push is beginning to arrive. It's going to be a straight up good old yard play, but Mixwell with the tap, the pop. It's looking good here for Optic. Nice start, but it will quickly be equalized here by Hiko and Adren. You get the rotation in from the CTs now. And Adren is denying it, and the two CTs that do remain are stuck behind smoke. That is not good for Optic. The bomb will be planted now safely by Kusta, and he has two teammates for which two teammates who can support him. Now, this is always difficult. There's no kit in sight for Optic. They must be quick. They must be swift. They must make haste here onto these frags as the Team Liquid players are lurking around and forcing the CTs to go for very, very wide peaks to try to get the frags. And look at that. Dren just going out like an assassin there, jumping on top of Daps and then quickly disappearing. As quickly as he came, he is now gone in the smoke. They are playing like ninjas right now. Look at Adren, he's just going straight into smoke. The shadow was spotted there by Mixwell, but he just, I mean, what can you do here?
Get in there with the knife, Mixwell.
What can you do here? Oh, the taps in this. Mixwell getting himself 4 kills. The only guy with anything there to show for himself.
This guy's going to get himself some fans.
Some fans.
That was nice. I mean, there was a smoke down. I would have just put another smoke down. Right. You can't defuse a bomb.
Smoke and a smoke.
I'll just wait outside the smoke to let them push and just go in there, start swinging with a knife then. Start swinging with the Bowie knives.
Get the swinging in there.
He did well either way. But indeed, that's the start that Liquid so desperately needed.
It was desperate.
And they needed it.
It's now less desperate, James.
Indeed it is. Boosh, bash, bosh. Nitro just gets popped straight in the face. Trade will happen. The more kills Optic can get the merrier. They've gone for the raw eco head, just a few pistols, nothing else doing. Rush tagged 16 HP, and now he's dead. For any of you who are driving, I know I didn't realize this, but it's quite common actually for us to have people listening in while driving.
Hello, listeners.
So
we're like a radio, James.
I know somebody.
Welcome to Face It Radio.
Welcome to North American Counter-Strike with ECS. Bardolph and Kapadia.
Hello.
Here to take you through tonight's proceedings. Well,
it is 2-0, guys, because you can't see the score.
Yeah, to anybody who is driving, hello,
hello,
basically, and thank you for tuning in. We appreciate it, and hopefully...
we hope you have a safe journey, that you enjoy.
Hopefully, sometimes we will be descriptive enough for you to understand what's going on. I know we can...
We're just talking metaphors, James.
We can talk about random things, like now. We're not talking about around, really. But right now, we have Nafly with a HE, and Optic are on the eco. We've got 4 CTs over towards the B bomb site. Liquid posturing towards B. Sorry, Liquid Optic before towards A. Although one has indeed rotated towards connector. And Delicious has got the high ground on B. Looking for anybody under ladder. There's nobody there. Nafly over towards connector. Getting peppered here. But will he be turned into a stake? It doesn't seem so. He's running over towards the A site now, as is Rush.
Don't talk about stake, James. Not now.
Coming in for the flank.
Not now, James. Ooh. Oh, what is that?
On the ladder, no less.
That is
home improvement style.
Ridiculous.
Where's the tool belt?
That is some RNG glory right there. That's when RNG works. That's when RNG Jesus is there for you.
RNG Jesus.
RNG Jesus, maybe.
Yeah, that's a nice one. Are you bringing it? Yeah,
RNG Jesus, yeah. So this bomb will explode. And that means Liquid will go 3-0. But can Stanislaw take more? Yes, he takes more frags. Do they dare challenge the Stanislaw?
Yeah, he's just getting the most absurd kills in this round.
He's going in with about 10 and no Kevlar. He's just going for it. And he actually gets an extra kill out of it because
Nafly did.
Well, yeah, he tagged up. I think he maybe got a dink with the Mac 10 there, and Naf was able to get the finishing blow. So Stanislaw actually able to facilitate 3 kills. Although he got no assist there. We know that he should have an assist. We saw that, Stanislaw.
We did.
And we support you.
We recognise it. So double AWP straight away for the Optic side, and that's the benefit of not going for the force buy. They double ecoed essentially, and they will have double AWPs because of that. Nafly and Mixwell. So where will they play with these guns? That is a question I'm curious to see. Look at the aggression from Optic. They're taking Pop Dog immediately, putting the numbers towards the B bomb site. Adren going to get legged, and the Yorpa will move away. So it looks like Liquid may be going for a fast play towards the bomb site. That's coming in for the spray. We've got 3 heavily tagged Ts now. No kills just yet. And the kills do need to come in here for the CT side. Rush coming in the back as well. That Molotov, oh, that could be a tragedy. Down goes 1, down goes 2. Double Molotov kills. Don't see that every day. The bomb is also down. Everything's down, Dan.
Oh my God, this is so ridiculous. Going to that site, the players were so red. More red than a wedding from Game of Thrones, James. And we'll see now a very clean round here from Optic. What a round. It is glorious. In fact, it will be even flawless. Some nades left over, in fact. Perhaps maybe some nades even picked up. Optic with a very, very economically sound round. And with... Oh, we're going to pause match. This can't be a tactical pause, not this early. This must be a technical pause, Jays. There must be technical issues. What kind of technical issues do you think?
I don't know. Okay,
maybe it's a TeamSpeak issue that happens a lot these days for some reason. Do you know what I do, James?
I don't know what you do.
I make sure that there are multiple TeamSpeak servers that I can have access to at any one time for me and my team. In the past, I've done this.
Props to you.
Because that way,
sometimes the team
server go down.
Sometimes I've seen a team use the FPL TeamSpeak.
Oh really? That's also why not?
Yeah.
Why not?
It's there. Use it.
Yeah. Well, you should use it for only FPL. God damn it, Jace. They're taking advantage.
Triple AWP stand. It's okay. It's trained. This is allowed. This is fine.
Is it really, though?
It is, yeah, absolutely. It's trained.
I don't know, mate.
It's trained.
It's not the
But
train
you know what the problem is, Dan? If Liquid go for a fast play towards the B bomb site, then retake with 3 AWPs may be a problem.
Did Dabs just one-shot him with that nade?
He could do. See,
I think that was a one-shot.
If it was a close nade, he probably hit him with the nade as well. He probably did 101 in 2 Dan. That's probably what happened.
This can never be confirmed.
Well, it can be.
Let's move on.
Oh no, maybe. Okay.
Oh my goodness! This is just so cinematic.
That was some Lego last kill right there.
If you played this round in slow motion, like get a nice shot of that grenade, just giving whoever it was a facial, then that shot of the guy from Dats's position getting blown away as he drops down, and then the other 2 players as Dats unloads into them from the back with that AK-47. That was cinematic round there.
We were playing an archery game on the virtual reality device.
It was sick.
That was some serious archery right there, just out of the sky.
I felt like I was actually. It felt so good. It was amazing. Anyway,
Liquid have no idea that Optic have 3 AWPs. They have no idea. They only saw 1.
Oh my goodness! It sounds like going close with the AWP here.
Look at the confidence play.
The bravery.
They've got a player in, I think, in Pop Dog as well.
Yes.
So the map control is astounding. It's outstanding from Optic, as is the snap from Nafly. The leg is in, and Hiko, the big man for the Liquid team, is in trouble early on.
It looked like he used the grenade there to cover his jump over, but because he jumped, he had
airtime, Dan.
Yeah, because he jumped, it was way more visible because it's actually
got naded as well
from the floor to the head, which is mostly covered with dust, it seems. So he just got shot. Basically, it just did not work at all. Brilliant. So all these AWPs here, and if Liquid try to play a prolonged picking war against them, they are going to suffer, I would say, as already they're tagged down with 2 players. So Liquid need to make a move. They realize this. There is actually not that much time left in the round. They need to go, and need to go now. And Optic are getting antsy. They're wondering, what the hell's going on? Where are Liquid? Why are they not pushing to the bomb site? They are giving themselves not very much time. We've seen this happen before. By the time, if they go for inner, I don't think they're going to actually get the bomb into towards a plant until around 15, 20 seconds at this rate. Maybe even 10 seconds at this rate. Where is the bomb going, James? How can the bomb be planted? James, there's 20 seconds left. What's happening with the bomb?
Oh dear.
What are they going to do with the bomb? There are still incendiaries to be placed by the CTs.
Why is there only 1 player on the B bomb site with 15 seconds left? Why has he got no support from the CTs?
Oh, this is dangerous. It looks like he might be able to get the bomb down. It is being planted. It will be saved. But in doing so, they're all dying, all of them. And it's just Leech now who's the last man standing against 5 players. First frag made, trade comes in, and that looked like a round where Liquid didn't know how to make the call, or maybe they just weren't cognizant of the time. You got to give yourself more than 20 seconds to get the bomb down.
I'm surprised. I think Optic made a mistake there because they have 3 AWPs and they don't have one guy in connector looking up a B. They have one person in B on his own. I mean, most of the time, there's going to be a B push with that time on the clock.
Yeah.
So that bomb plot was unnecessary.
Hey, I don't think. Well, that was just a crazy round there from Liquid. I mean, they kind of. I mean, they didn't give themselves the best chances. Let's just put it that way. We have 2 AWPs now for Optic, so they have given up the ghost on the triple AWP, and I do enjoy that. I think that's a good decision. I think triple AWP is a bit overkill, a bit too much. You got Mixwell, he's good. Do you need to have more AWPers? You can have one more. I'll give you one more. I will allow it, James. So the push comes in here from Liquid in the upper area, down onto the B-bomb site. They are playing for the monies. Will they get the monies?
I think this smoke grenade, I'd say if it goes upper, it should obscure Mixwell's vision, but he's playing a bit of an off angle, and it's so low that he might see. I think there's probably going to be a gap here because I expect the smoke will be a little bit more forward than Mixwell's angle. Yeah. And indeed it will. Oh, no, it's going to do the job. I think they've got double smokes up there, actually. One player's passed to the site. And, I like these smokes, actually. But this nade, is it going to be money? Oh, they're doing the open plant as well. Finally, we see this. Only Astralis put this plant down. It's an eco as well. I respect this from Liquid. They're giving themselves the best opportunity to try and defend the bomb here. Kusta standing in the smoke, but they are eco. Will we see this on a buy round one day, perhaps?
This is actually a really nice round from Liquid, I must say. Oh my goodness, how awkward. Awkward.
But Eco's like, please kill me.
That was a great round from Liquid. I gotta say, I have never seen a team run that strategy like that before. Using the smokes in that way. That was innovative, and they got the bomb down. And as you said, they gave themselves a little bit of a chance to maybe get a couple kills out of it as well. And that's great. That's really cool to see. I would like to see that more. But right now, I should highlight that Nitro is currently 007.
007?
Nitro is 007.
I like the flash. He's being the utility man for his team. That flash stops the aggressive angle from lower, looking upper for the CT side. Can be hold of AWPs among other things. Nafly getting AWPed by Kusta. Good start from Liquid. We find themselves around behind at the moment. We'll see what reaction there is from Optic, if any. Nobody looking towards Ivy at the moment, so Optic are gambling and trying to basically play 5 men with 4. Sometimes you'll see this, for example, an abandoned B bomb site on Dust 2 with 2 people playing slope, because the T's will be conditioned to expect somebody to be standing there. So that's the strat Optic are running at the moment. Again, nobody towards Ivy, but as time continues, they may be getting a little bit paranoid about it. You can see the pop flash coming in, and it will be checked by Stanislaw, but the timing is bad because the T's are pushing in from main and pop, and they are getting all the frags at the moment. This is bad for Optic, very bad indeed. Only rush, and that's remain versus 5. That's alone now. And not a single kill for Optic, 4-4. We will soon see what the CT money is saying. Well, they are rolling in the cash, Dan. They are rolling in the cash like Huel from Breaking Bad.
Yeah, pair of 4s, James. It's going to be interesting to see where it goes from here. We've got the 2 AWPs back on to Optic. So you thought I was going to make that a thing, but I wasn't, James. Just making an observation. I can see the disappointed look on your face.
I could feel the baiting, Dan.
I'm baiting you. So lots of nades here for Optic. They have all the chances in the world here to bring themselves back into this one, but same can be said for Liquid. We get a bit of an even situation here. What will make the difference? That is what I'm curious of. All the nade does nothing. Nada. Nil. Not. Oh, Naf. Not able to make the flick there. It was very fine. And Liquid can potentially claim Ali. They can actually send a player or 2 back now if they really truly wish to do so, as they have won some positioning towards Ali, which can shore up the offensive effort if it is to be a triple-pronged attack into the A yard. However, are they rotating people back? If they are doing so, it's taking quite some time. I mean, they already did push the CTs back a little bit, but you can see the CTs now playing a little more passively towards Ali. They've got 2 men to attention. 2 AWPs, in fact. Both of the AWPs are around Ali, James. That is scary. The bomb is making its way back towards the teaming area. So it doesn't look like they want to go for the triple prone attack here. 2 players for Ali, and now the bomb is making its way through, but it will be dropped by the train next to T main, and that is going to slow the T's down. But at least they have 40 seconds to play with this time instead of 15. Naf is creeping by the smoke here. He's going to go straight through. Oh, the hip shot there, using that Naf. Sorry, using that ult is Naf like a shotgun, and he's going to stay alive at the back lines with the trains, and it's going to be very hard now for Liquid Adren and Liquid's Kusta to salvage this round at this point. The CTs are all over this, and Adren has 14 points of health. There's less than 15 seconds left now to recover the bomb and get the plant. He is very scared, I think, because he doesn't want to die after time as well. That is also a concern. He'll get a quick kill onto Stanislaw, but now they know where he is. He is still in the open right now. Okay, finally taking cover. He will not die after time. That is a relief. We've seen a lot of that today. And I am thankful it does not happen to Adren. I do not wish this upon my worst enemy, James.
Adren's your worst enemy?
Well, NCS maybe. That doesn't make any sense. I'm
appalled.
I'm appalled at myself. 4-5, Optic take the lead.
Indeed, they do. But Liquid will be continuing the pressure. They're back on the buy. They've got the AWP as well. 2 ops though on the CT side. You can see Rush charging towards E-Box. There is a player deep into the A site already. Surely it has been seen by the CTs. Nitro could cause some problems. Nobody's looking for him. I think Mixwell had a quick look there. Just a cursory glance, but I'm not sure if it's been confirmed. And it seems it hasn't been. 2 CTs down early on here for the Optic side. Nafly going to try and shorten the numbers of Liquid. Will be successful taking down the bomb being planted though. Nice tag by Nafly, but he is one of 2 CTs remaining here versus the 4 Liquid members. Daps goes down as well, and Nafly finds himself alone. Now with 2 AWPs, I'm surprised they're not putting one over towards Connector early again. The CTs get to Connector before the Ts get to main, which means they can not only get the information, but also potentially some frags.
What's the money like for Optic? Because they just won a round. Are they money screwed? Looks like Optic might be in a weird position right now because they just won a round, so they're not money screwed, but I mean,
they're money screwed.
I mean, okay, 6K on 2 players, 3.5 on 2 players. That's a buy. Except Mixwell doesn't really have much. If this was Fnatic with Olofmeister, I think that they would just buy here, full buy here, and just have Flusher on the CZ. Which would be Mixwell in this case as the poorest player. Sometimes Flusher just takes the bullet and just says, I'm going to play the CZ because I'm just a gangster like that. And I mean, I guess Flusher is the best CZ player in the world, James, so he can do whatever the hell he wants with the CZ.
He can indeed. Nitro with a nice angle. And 2-man spray down. Can it be 3? Stanislaw just creeping, and they're all chasing him. We need a fast reaction here from Liquid because they must realize that all the players are there. Should be a free A bomb site. Kusta charging in with a Glock, like a boss. And the bomb will get planted. And I like that Liquid are just going to keep the wide positions on the sites here. Hiko looking for the flanks. That has been spotted. Goes for a bit of pre-fire. Sees what he needs to see. Nafly's picked up an AK. Looks like Liquid will be taking the lead in this second map. They are a map down if you are just joining us. 1-0 to Optic in this series with a extremely strong showing on Cash.
Yeah, it's hard to really know which way this is going to go because this can just be very team dependent when it comes to how many rounds is going to be feeling good, because Optic on the T side, I couldn't rightly tell you. I have not studied their T side demos, and with Mixwell. I remember, it reminds me, again, with NIP, when NIP got a change right, I knew that having a new coach and getting a new structure, I didn't bother to watch NIP for like the first month and a half because I didn't think there would be a point, because whatever I would see early on is not what the end result's going to be of when everything's integrated and they have their map pool sorted out. You need time for the preparation. So again, Optic is very, I'm going to find it very hard to predict their T side.
Oh, look at that big blue and red gun. It is a kind of a weird skin actually, the cardiac skin, but
it's
here
nice.
we go.
It's nice.
You like it?
I like it.
All right. Nafly with the big green, not a big green gun, no. Although my auto is emerald skin, so it is a big green gun, yeah.
Cool.
But this one is not. So they've gone all in with this buy, have the CT side, who find themselves a round down versus Liquid. Liquid being a little bit more careful towards the drop. I think it was Nitro who dropped the pop flash in there, but got absolutely wrecked by Stanislaw, who is indeed holding the position to avoid being flashbang there. Very nice by him.
This investment with the auto sniper and the AWP and so on is it always makes me a little bit afraid because it's a lot of money. It is a lot of money. And you really want that to pay back, and for it to pay back with at least 2 or 3 rounds. But it's going to be Kusta taking down Standstill, which should cue the action here from Liquid. And you can see that they are starting to group up, converge on the split here. Rush, oh, Rush goes down immediately there by the electric box. That is bad news here. There are snipers. There is a sniper in Naf with the auto sniper here at the back lines, but his vision is largely obscured. And look at Mixwell. He's got to go for the no scopes here, trying to wildly shoot through the smoke there to catch the guy planting the bomb. Gets shot in the back as he retreats, and now it's down to Naf all alone here against 3 players. Honestly, Naf should never be able to win this. Team Liquid have the plant. They can just hide and not face him. And he has to wide peek into so many angles, which are so far away from one another, that it shouldn't be possible here. And again, these peeks are just asking for trouble. They're going to double peek him instead of forcing him out into the open. And maybe they're afraid that he would try to save the auto sniper, which is, I think, a legitimate concern, and they will get the frag. So in that sense, it was very well played. But Optic now, they're in a bit of trouble. They have 2 to 2.5k across the board, more or less.
Interestingly, the T's picked up the auto sniper, which I always think is a bad idea, because if for some reason it gets back into the hands of the CTs, it's always going to be far more powerful for them. But pick it up they will. Let's see what Adren can do with it, having a peek. Oh, they're on the eco as well, so they may try to capitalize on this and get close, although he goes in to support as well, and Adren will take down that fly. But again, he's down to 10 HP, so not the best weapon for an anti-eco on the T side.
Daps also has your PT50, James, I've just noticed.
Yeah, everybody does.
Everybody seems to, it's like, I remember when you said it, it's like, oh, it's only this player seems to have it. Then slowly we've noticed.
Literally everybody has it.
That everyone has it. Everyone just like equips it now. Everyone actually has it.
Nice.
Now they're equipping it, James. It's the season for the nuclear threat.
This is the season for the nuclear threat.
It is indeed. Well, threat at least has gone nuclear with NIP. Now let's see if Liquid can keep the trend going now. Obviously, of course. Okay, let me start this sentence again.
That sounds like a plan.
Yes, okay. So, of course, Liquid need this round. If you are just joining us, I'm not having a good time, James. They need the map, goddammit. It's taking way too long. We have the buy versus buy, and we'll have to see how the auto sniper works in the T's favor or not in their favor, as the case may be. We're going to see just a bit of an occupation here of the upper area, the halls, whatever you call it. Some people call it secret. That's what I've been calling it for a while. But I got that from the Swedes, James, and they have weird calls to do the Swedes. So.
I feel like Adren's job is harder with the auto sniper. I don't know. Well, I mean, this is a good use of the position.
Well, the scope doesn't go it's not as deep of a scope, and I mean, unless you hit them in the head, you need 2 hits as well. So I would tend to agree with you, but I would rather have the AWPer. If you have him and Kusta somewhere with the AWP, I'd rather have Kusta trying to actually pick into the pixel angles into the A yard, to be honest. We're going to see the challenge coming in here, and the forward positions of Optic working out quite well. This is really nice right now, because Liquid did want to go for a bit of pressure into the yard, and that was supposed to delay the CTs. But now the CTs know what's going on right now, and Mixwell gets himself an angle, looking at the top of the train, just barely missing the cross there from Alige as he goes for the bomb plant, in which he will be successful. Pushing Liquid to a very strong advantage here, 3 versus 3. That bomb ticking away now. And maybe a little bit out of position, actually, that said. Alige is the forward man here. Alige, he cannot afford to go down for nothing. He needs to get something out of this. Otherwise, the CTs are going to have a good chance to take this round. And he's going to get taken out right now. And both T's, predictably, are in the secret area, the inner hallways, as we'll see Adren throw the GG Molotov. And here is the tapping away with the auto sniper, yet to connect anything. There is one connection. Ooh, just barely escaping. But will he fall to his death? Looks like it won't matter. Kusta will take down Rush. Adren finally takes down Naf. And now Mixwell will retreat with the AWP alive. I just noticed that, well, actually Mixwell, of course, will actually be able to steal away the AWP. No Kevlar on him. But he can buy Kevlar now, James. He can Kevlar up and buy all the Kevlar he wants, because he has an AWP. He gets a helmet as well. That is a luxurious.
Adren, he's on a roll here. He's bought a T auto sniper now.
That's weird, isn't it?
So he has found his new calling, and he's gone all in with the money in the last round of the first half here. So Liquid, with looking to get 10 rounds on the board here. They will have an angry Optic side, though, looking to get their 6th round. It could be good for a third map here, but it is still early days to say that. We have another pistol to come.
And it's funny with Adren as well because it reminds me of the Adren pre-simple, as he gets the frag there. The Adren pre-simple in joining the team, it seemed like he took everything super seriously, you know, trying to play everything perfectly. And then the major onwards, it just seems like he doesn't give a damn, James. Now he's just buying auto snipers all the time on the T side of train. What's happened to Adren? He does not give a damn anymore. And it's going to be interesting to see how that actually pans out. But we will see the result of that. Mix will outpick him. And that is actually the kind of the counter in some senses to the auto sniper is a good AWPer, because unless you go get the headshots, the auto sniper will take 2 as the AWP takes 1 shot. And they can't get their way in, Liquid. They can't get in to that A train yard.
I think Kusta saw the player, perhaps it was Rush, at the top of the train and made the call to his teammate who peeked from Pop. And his teammate got shot in the face. He was kind of accidentally baited by Kusta. He's trying to answer back for his team. And indeed he will. Rush not getting the frag, not getting the damage in fast enough. Now it's Kusta alone versus 2. The new boy on the Liquid side. Nice play, but not getting the frag there. That's really unfortunate. 20 seconds now. He does have the bomb, and there is potential for him to plant the bomb here. That smoke will help. He's got a bit of time to wait, see if there's a push.
This delay
but really,
is actually really good.
10 seconds now, and I think the plant will be impossible unless he puts it exactly there.
Still vulnerable from Mixwell, but he's got to go for the face, and he's going to get shot in the back.
In the back.
I mean, Daps did a great job delaying him there. You can see, I mean, Daps killed like, what, 15, 20 seconds there, just in that pop dog area, somehow surviving. And Optic will pick up that 6th round. I feel like that's going to be a very, very important one, because I have a feeling this is going to be a very close one somehow. Although that would be the cue now for this just to be some, you know, just one of the two sides to just crush the other one. But I do feel like this is pretty close, or will be pretty close in the second half.
We won't have long to find out. Again, train a difficult map, especially between these two teams, to see who is going to come out on top. Again, I think that the pistol may tell a lot of the story there. Liquid winning the pistol the first 2 rounds and then losing 4 rounds in a row, 5 of the 4 next rounds, and getting some momentum themselves. So we'll see if Optic can quickly tie up the score here by having a successful pistol on the T side.
Yeah, it's going to be quite curious to see how things all will kick off in the second half. What will be the story? How will the story start? Who will have good money and who will have bad money? We'll have all the Optic players now just running. It looks like they're just going to go straight B. I like it. Straight B, yo. Just not complicating matters, just splitting 3 lower, 2 upper, or 4 lower and 1 upper. And Mixwell is going to spray down Adren long range.
Numbers game.
Oh, look at them charge.
Look at the plant, Dan. Look at the plant. It's an open plant on the pistol round, and they're all over the bomb site, all over it. We've got 3 CTs coming in a choke point. Mixwell is coming up high here. Oh, finished off by the nade is Hiko. The aggression from Optic. They are running in like savages with clubs, Dan, looking to burn down the huts and take all the bread. All the wheat. Nitro alone versus 2. He can do this. This is madness. Everyone is running all over the place. There's no GG Molotov necessary, but they just need to avoid being taken down by Nitro. It's 1 versus 1. I'm not even sure if Rush has an angle on the bomb now because it's on the other side of the bomb train, but there's no time for Nitro to defuse it. Rush running in. Are we going to see a knife kill to finish things off? Come on, guys. We can do this.
It's funny. You're talking about savages with clubs. For me, it's like so glorious. It's like, you know, a bunch of gazelles just dancing down the train yard, James.
With guns?
With guns, gazelles with guns.
Gazelles with guns. That is actually a reference that I made at our first finals.
Yeah, Star Series on the Alistair.
Oh, was it Star Series?
It was Star Series, and Thorin thought you were...
Out of my mind?
Just out of your mind, yeah. Thorin's just like, what is this? What is this? This is not analysis.
How can I work with this?
I think he asked you like what you thought about the match, and that's basically what you said. And he's just, this is not analysis. Just, what is this? Who is this guy? Fire him immediately, please. Either way, it's going to be Optic on the strength of that B rush with the better buy, of course. And that is going to be the story. Will it be a roller coaster ride? Will we see a bit of an upsetting round with this force buy? Oh, sorry, actually, it is an eco from Liquid. Thank you. I like that. That's good. Train is one of the maps that's a little bit easier to go with the force buys on than some others, but it is still hard against a team that knows what they're doing. And we'll see actually the stack here on the B-bomb site proving quite effective here. 4 players. The information seeking from Dax there is going to give the game away. Optic should know to push into the A site, and they're beginning to do so, but the rotation is simultaneously coming in from the CTs as they shuffle their way around. towards the 8-yard. And we'll see Mixwell taking a deep position here with the AK-47. He'll be able to get some quick snaps there, some nice 1v1s. And what's quite encouraging is to see that Mixwell is a very capable rifler from the small sample size that I have seen. And that is a good sign, James.
It is indeed. He is capable of multitasking, Dan, which is always good. Like a good multitasker, we do in Counter-Strike.
Liquid have done an amazing job to get 3, almost 4 kills. I would very, very much doubt he's going to get the defuse, but the damage that's been sustained here by Optic is suboptimal. But they managed to survive with 3 players. I do like that Rush more or less was like, all right, holding his hands up, going to Pop Dog. I've had enough. I'm just going to sit here. You can Rush. You can just deal the rest, or whoever it was, Stanislaw, or whoever was left with Rush, I think. Either way, 9-8. We'll see Optic in a position where they can tie up the match, as long as they don't have a result like they just did, where it was kind of scarily close to maybe Liquid maybe having a chance to win the round. They should be fine. And Nafly this time is the guy with the clipboard. That was absolute savagery from Mixwell.
Speaking of rifling.
Yeah, Dap's angle looked tight enough, but I think Mixwell had a tighter angle there to get the frag. I believe maybe actually coming out of the Pop Dog it was easier. Who knows? Either way, it was fast and instantaneous. Death was had with that headshot, and now Liquid will be out of this round, and that's cool. For Optic, they've controlled this one after a very poor previous anti-eco. This one will be clean, and that makes up for past transgressions.
Nice.
Words.
So now the real test will start. Who is going to take the first advantage here? This is an important round for Liquid. Again, Liquid map down already. Should they lose this fight, then the pressure will really start to mount on the CT side. Kusta coming in with the AWP. No AWP for Mixwell just yet. He will perhaps be looking to take Kusta's from his cold, dead hands, as the gun supporters in America would say. So we have 1 CT towards IV, 2 playing close to connector. Elige is going to be the rotation man, it seems, between A and B. Just having a look, seeing what's going on. Optic just clearing some map control for the time being, holding passive towards Ivy, maybe smelling a bit of nervousness on the Liquid side, expecting a bit of aggression to try and release the nerves, but there will be no such aggression from Liquid. They don't have the economy at the moment to go for such risks. And too many risks, and they will die.
Whoa. That could have been the double, James.
It could have been 2, but it was 0.
And Nitro's going to get himself out of there. 17 HP, he's lucky to be alive. And indeed, he will remain alive. Hopefully he savors his breath. Now it's going to be Optic on the rotation, back out of there from Ali. Ali seemed to be dangerous, James. And they will not tread those waters, not in this round anymore.
Ali's are never good, Dan, especially when Dan is in the Ali.
What are you talking about, James?
Well,
please explain, please elaborate further.
You mentioned something about wanting... Actually, I'm just going to save you, Dan, by not mentioning it at all.
No, go ahead, James.
9-9 now, 4 versus 2 here. The CT's looking good at the moment. 20 seconds for the bomb to go down, and Optic, it seems to be slipping away from them. The fake coming in. Daps is alone here, and perhaps he should have committed to it, because the one before, well, 3 doesn't seem very likely. 10 seconds now. Hiko's close. Hiko finds the frag. Liquid passed the first test. Surviving with 3 players could be worse. That's acceptable. But they will be running a precarious line for the time being.
Yeah,
dangerous line.
It's quite interesting, isn't it? This matchup. Didn't expect it to go like this. I thought maybe it could go to 3 maps or something, but I would have expected Liquid to always have the edge. But pretty legit stuff here from Optic to keep them in the match, and it is a close matchup indeed. Kusta going for the upper peak with the AWP, and he might just get it. Where is the flick? Where is the scope? Oh, wow, he actually gives up his position and doesn't even get a tag there. So that's a little bit annoying for Kusta. I'm sure he's going to be a little bit miffed about that one. Optic, meanwhile, taking the A train yard with some nice smokes. Stanislaw in a forward position by the electric box. This is going to distract a lot of attention here. Liquid, I can have no idea what's going on, but they are playing a very defensive setup. So they are kind of giving away this space, but it's always a little bit worrying. And they're running out of grenades, and Stanislaw is starting to move up. He's going to get shot in the face by Kusta. Penetration frag, in fact, perhaps through the window there. I'm not sure. Either way, it's going to be Mixwell throwing a smoke grenade down the ramp, and that is basically the giveaway that they're going to go for this play at this point in the round. And will Liquid be able to sustain defense? Adren with a spray down on 1. The trades come in though, Rush with 2, but still it's going to be the advantage CTs as Kusta goes in. It's going to be Alicia that gets the frag there. Kusta not connecting, but it's okay. He's got teammates, and now Daps again in the 1 versus 3. Now this time Kusta is going to shut him down.
Dispatched of immediately by the newest addition to the Liquid side. So 11-9, Liquid take a good lead here. Let's see if Optic choose to force it up. Nafly's got 3k, as has Daps. The other 3 can get the AKs, but it will be extremely limited on the nades, and indeed they will take the conservative route and look to have full buys in the coming rounds. I do respect that decision by the Optic team. So Liquid, again, this is a good opportunity for them to build rounds, build money, build momentum, confidence, and other things people build. Team building.
Schools. Maybe Optic are going to try to build a school of Counter-Strike here if they're able to win this best of 3. So far they have been impressing, but this round is not going to be impressive for them. In fact, the opposite, as Liquid will shut them down on the 4 rifles. Only losing a single member in Adren. So that's a pretty clean round for Liquid, and they will take a 3-round advantage. 12-9, we're starting to get to the latter portions of this second map, and Liquids, they're going to be feeling, well, perhaps they just need to be feeling incredibly focused right now because they cannot let this advantage slip at this point. We'll see the full rifle buy-up coming in from Optic, and I'm curious what strategy they're going to run. We haven't really seen them go for contact play in a yard, and the interesting thing from Liquid's perspective is that they tend to play actually very far back in yard. They've been quite passive there. And there's a push coming in. Will Mixwell be able to respond to this correctly? It's going to have to be a fast break. The double peek coming in, that is brutal. Where's the peek at the end there? It's Adren finally coming in. The support there from teammates in numbers. Rush felt like he was in trouble.
The man them down.
But the brethren are here. Everybody there showing up. All hands on deck for support. And they will scare away the CTs, James. And in fact, it goes 4 versus 3 in favor of Optic after all of that madness. Yeah, and the CTs are well out of position now. Kusta does not dare move into the site. As I say that, he moves into the site, Dan. So what is the play here for Optic? They have the man advantage just about. Rush with all of 4 HP, still carrying the bomb. Optic leaving a lurker towards the B bomb site as they wonder if Liquid are going for the flank. Would be a surprise with only 3 players where they would have full rotated. But Optic essentially playing in pairs now, which is great. They have a trade fragger with the bomb carrier. And they will slowly consider their options. 40 seconds left. Liquid keeping 2 people over towards the B bomb site, and Kusta is going to be the information man, trying to find out what exactly is going on towards A. Being dynamic, and that is the timing. I don't know if anything came up on the radar just then. Perhaps it did. That will be the bomb on the radar as well. Surely the rotation is starting to come in from the CTs. And indeed, it's coming in fast, and there's 2 frags for the Liquid side so far. Nitro falling to the flames, however. 2 versus 2, the bomb getting put down. Nafly trying to hold the angle for his teammate. Now it's Rush alone. 4 HP versus 2. Not enough for him to finish off the remaining players, and Liquid extend their lead to 13. Did they do enough damage, though? How is the economy here for Liquid? Well, it is healthy. It is very, very healthy right now. They have no worries if they are to lose the round. Optic are going to have to win against multiple buy rounds if they want to bring themselves back in this map and prevent the 3rd one from being forced by the Liquid side. Now, Tech9's the Quasi comes in, and I am curious as to the result of this. It can sometimes just work. Some rounds you're just going to lose to this, and we'll see if this will be one of those rounds. 2 players actually going alley here, maybe chasing down Nitro. Nitro actually does get out of dodge more or less immediately, and we'll see Optic now slowing things down a little bit. What is that? The jump shot into Adren's face, James.
It might have been the teammate behind him, in fairness, but I hope it was Stanislav, just for the BGs, Dan.
I think it is.
Who wants GGs when you can have BGs, Dan? Adren and Nitro heavily tagged at the moment. We
will assume that it was a jumping shot. Let's assume that, James.
Let's do it. Let's be those guys.
Let's be those guys. And 2 players from the CT side are already dinked by these Tech9s before the play comes in. This is actually kind of weird. And I feel like the success rate should be improved dramatically now for Optic.
That said, Stanislaus down 6 HP, and Liquid have the guns to go for multiple man spray downs. They've got the high ground as well, and Stanislaus can't get the angle onto a Dread who is tagged before he gets the kill. There it is. Got plays in the flames now. Nafly, is he going to go up the ladder? Looking for Kustar. He'll get shot in the back. Down to 2 versus 2. The bomb is planted. This is absolute madness at the moment. Rush tagged. Nitro dead. Down to 1 versus 1. It's Rush again. He's got more than 4 HP this time, but he's still not doing great. Hiko with 3. Not fast enough on the trigger. And Rush takes the round for his team. Picks up a weapon to boot.
That was absolutely nuts. Chaos. The crazy thing was it, who was it that got into like the bomb, like position in the bomb train? Like first of all, was that Rush? I don't remember which player it was. Was that Rush or Naf? And that's just insane. Like the fact that there was so much distraction that he could just walk out of alley then at that point and then into the bomb train position. Crazy stuff. And Kusta, speaking of crazy, he could get traded here. He is not safe. His teammate's not safe. No one's safe, but the trades are coming in here. The CTs are going to get the better of it as 2 Ts die. And the sprays come in here through the smoke, but they do not find their mark. And Naf will escape with the AWP. Optic causing quite a ruckus there by Ali. Perhaps Daps can capitalize, but it is Alish taking down Rush that's really going to hamstring Optic's efforts now.
That's definitely a worthy trade for the CT side, and another additional frag coming in. This round should be more or less over. It's going to be hard for Optic to get much else done. There are just so many CTs to contend with. There's a great snap onto Kusa, looking low, but Nafly coming in from high. So now both players, their positions are known. At Molotov, can it do any damage here? Elish is down to 14 HP. There's still a minute on the clock and more Molotovs coming in, more harassment to the CT side. Although we have Hiko coming in through the Pop Dog area. The bomb is a bit disconnected from Daps. And as that smoke disappears, things will get more difficult. Nafly, ooh, the timing. Hiko, is he going to have a look? He won't even be required just yet. Leash coming in, and Hiko can just hold the angle and strike to finish off the round for his team. 14-10. Liquid move closer to a third map.
Yeah, I mean, what do Optic have to show for themselves right now? They got nothing. They got nothing, James. I just want you to soak that in. Soak in the nothing. But they've turned the nothing into Tech 9s, which is often what you can do. And then win rounds, James, because that is Counter-Strike Global Offensive. We do have Mixwell on the AK-47, and interestingly, he is the one. He is the chosen one that gets the AK-47. The rest are on measly Tech 9s. Now Mixwell, the chosen one, must frag. He must frag here for the team. Will there be a flash, or they just jump out? The first player is sacrificial as Mixwell gets... oh, that is a 6 shot there from Mixwell, and his teammates are doing damage as well. What is going on right now? The fire and the sprays are burning these players away here for the Optic side, but it's now devolved into a 2 versus 2 situation. Mixwell again with another headshot. This guy is going out of his mind here for his team. Optic might have a chance back in this one. Kuster is against 2 now with that AWP. What an awkward position. He does have a full stock of grenades and full HP as well, but will the T's anticipate his oncoming position? He is making a lot of noise right now, jumping, running all over the place, and there's the first shot. Mixwell finally eliminated, neutralized, but he has done his job. It's now down to Rush. Molotov and a Tech 9. More has been done with less. Kuster, is he going to get caught in the side? Yes, he will. Rush takes the round, and you can see why they give Mixwell the lone AK-47. That guy is sick.
He's showing many talents in this game, and interestingly, Liquid are in their predicaments here. They have to eco. They have a 3-round buffer, which they must use. They need the big buys to take themselves over the line here. That's down to the Tech 9, as is Nafly. So there's not much bought at all here for the Liquid side. But the buy, I mean, Optic will be a little bit scared because they only have 3 guns, essentially.
It could work out for them quite well because the Tech 9s are, somewhat expendable, and they can get them into positions if they run low on nades, which maybe that won't happen, who knows. But Hiko is a little bit dangerous here because Mixwell's been playing close. Okay, Mixwell has support in NAF now with the Tech 9, so that's actually kind of perfect. With that support, it should be okay. Is this going to prompt Hiko to go for anything? Oh, okay, Naf is just going to go out there. And this is why the Tech 9 is so good, because it can just give Naf the confidence that he can just go for these plays. Now they spotted the Liege too. And these CTs are actually making their way up the train yard. Mixwell's going to be careful not to push there, and in fact, I think he will rejoin his team. In fact, he will rejoin his team, and up the ladder goes Liege, into the flames, into the loving embrace of Daps, the Fire, and the Tech 9. 4 versus 2, and Liquid looking pretty weak. Obviously, no Kevlar, only pistols. What can you expect? Bomb is now down, but they have got a couple kills here, so that's pretty decent.
Yeah, they've gone for the default plant despite having a player towards the CT side of B. And now they're all away from the bomb with well, they've got a Molotov actually. But I think the open plant could have been had there. Kusta going for the hero defuse, but he is surely going to be executed. Indeed, he is. With no family or friends around him. So 2 rounds away now are Optic from tying things up. Liquid's money is still a bit ropey. Hiko, Nitro, Kusta, I mean, they might have to get Eco again here.
My name is James. I'm not just going to say that he dies. I'm going to emphasize that he dies alone. Have to add that last part. The sadness. I must have sadness. Anyway.
I'm writing books, Dan. I'm not commentating. I'm writing books.
There are books being written as we speak. Written in, that grenade caught somebody's arm right there. That was a bit of a misfire. And it's going to be Optic just charging through the A yard, and this is looking good. We might have an overtime game on our hands. We might have that, and I can't say that I would be disappointed with that. I think that would be amazing. With the current form of these two sides, they match up well, and Optic will take another round. So 14-13. A lot of momentum on Optic. That clutch from Mixwell really lifting them. And that's not the first time we saw a clutch like that. Mixwell did the same thing on Cash with an AK as well, I believe.
The good thing is that Optic can buy again if they lose this round. So this is going to go down to the wire.
I love a good wire. The Wire is a good show as well, speaking of wires. But this is going to be interesting right now. We got Optic. I wonder if they're just going to play it slow again. Keep the pace, keep the CTs guessing the pace. Kusta, he's been in this spot before, elevated into the window. Will they try to just dry peek him? Surely not. There's too many angles to just go for a dry peek like that. Ooh, we're going to get a boost. Some boost up to the top angles on top of the train. Very nice. And this is how you can get some money out of a really good AWPer. Actually, this is why NRG, one of the reasons why NRG are very good at this map is because of Peter and Peter's AWP shenanigans.
So pretty crucial round for both teams. If Liquid lose this round, they might just lose.
That is incredibly possible, James.
It is indeed. Both teams understand what is on the line here, and they are playing it very carefully indeed. Less than a minute on the clock for the Optic side. Not much indication as to where they might be going. We've got Russian, the Pop Dog. The bomb still being held passive, just poking and prodding from the T side at the moment. A few nades. And it seems that we have a smoke execute. Will it be a wall of smokes? The CTs would be on the wrong side of it, were the smokes to go down in such a fashion. There's one, there's two. And here comes a push, but the bomb's going to be... Oh, no, it's not actually. Naf Flag's going to be the first to get taken down. Elysia with the high ground. Could do some good work here. So it's a 5 versus 3 now. Liquid looking solid at the moment. The bomb's getting planted in the smoke, but Optic running out of numbers to defend this now. 2 versus 5. Great hold from Liquid, a crucial one. But that's 2 fast frags coming in for the T side, and that's all they will get. The bomb goes down. That's going to be a bonus for Optic in their buy in the next round. That will be more nades for them. Perhaps an AWP onto Mixwell, but Liquid hold and move to gain points.
Yeah, this is part of the problem when you go for the plant as the Ts. One of the disadvantages on the site is that it's like you can get the plant, but your positioning afterwards, after the fact, immediately is not very good. If you just go straight for the straight plant, right? So this is why you kind of see it a little bit less on the buy rounds. Obviously, when you've got the pistols, you want to get that guaranteed money, so you don't care so much if you get crushed afterwards. But you can see, some of the fast round like that didn't really favor Optic as much as some of their slower rounds, where they've managed to get the openings kind of prior to that and played rotations a little bit. But and I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see if Kusta can hit this shot. He's actually missed previously, but this time he gets the shot, but Mixwell with the trade. That is very crucial, and so early on too. But Daps goes down towards Ali, and now it's a 3 versus 4. Unfortunate for Liquid, or rather for Optic, for their sake, to lose that early advantage. in the trade happening by Ali, or rather just a straight up frag there on Ali. Stanislaw will reoccupy Ali for the Optic side, however. But what will they find? Are they going to split from 3 prongs at once? So this will not really enable trade fragging, but it will create distraction, and that is required to take this bomb site. Mixwell's in position there. Oh, that looks so on. How did that not connect there from Mixwell? Oh, looks like Liquid are about to take this one. I don't know, Mixwell's 1 versus 4 right now. There's a nice shot coming in from him. What else can he do, though?
He needs to pick up the bomb. He has a minute on the clock here. And again, a map, the nature of train, there is possibility from... How did he get that through the wall? Unbelievable stuff. 40 seconds remain now, and the Liquid have to be shaking in their boots here. Mixwell is an extremely dangerous player, and he is using the time afforded to him. So we've got Hiko and Pop and Nitro in main. Again, we've got more 1v1s to be had here for Mixwell. Is he going to make a play for the B bomb site, or is he going to go back to A? It seems it will be the latter. Indeed, the bomb should be planted. 20 seconds. And with the positioning of the bomb, he's got more 1v1s to be had. Nitro going up the ladder, but Mixwell is moving backwards, actually. So he's going to make it a little bit harder for the CTs. But how will he stop the bomb from being defused here? Both CTs have kits. And again, he's just looking up and down the channels. And Liquid will surely try to find out where he is before they come in for a frag here. He could be in connector, he could be towards Ivy, and indeed we have a fake coming in, but Mixwell's a non-believer. He's just going to start to close the distance. The clock is ticking as well, and he can get the peek onto Hiko here. Is it going to be enough though? Running back, and he's going to get the snap onto Nitro as well. Ridiculous Mixwell with an absurd ace. Optic not out of this yet.
This guy is so damn good, James. I don't know where he came. Well, I know exactly where he came from. He came from Spain, but who the hell knew about Mixwell? The thing is, right, I've been trying to control myself. I see a clutch here. I'm like, all right, this guy's good. Don't want to get carried away. But he's making it really hard not to get carried away with plays like that. That's more than one time. He's had a massive series of frags to save his team. And this guy has now created a situation where Optic against the force buy. They don't have any rifles.
Dan, he could be the most dangerous man in North America.
It is a possibility at this point. Now Simple has evacuated North America. That spot is for the taking. I don't know if Simple ever had it, but here you go. Mixwell is here, got some support. He will go down early in the round, but I mean, this guy has been putting in mad work. 3 versus 3, Optic with the advantage on the weaponry, of course, and now they're out into the site, in towards the A yard rather.
Yeah, and the CTs won't be able to retrieve any of those guns anytime soon. The bomb rotating over towards the B bomb site to join the teammates. So Liquid will be able to pick up the rifles if they choose to, but once this bomb goes down, I think they're going to have to concentrate on the rotation. Although Nitro's pushing Ivy, so on his rotation perhaps he can pick up a gun. But it will be a desperate time for Liquid, and how can they retain their composure after being aced by Mixwell in the previous round? 2 players coming close towards B, but Hiko's surely going to go down. Adrenaline covering his back. Rush. Is he going to look below him? Coming out with a knife. Why would you do that? Nobody checking. Hiko's going to be traded. 2 versus 1, all down to Nitro, and indeed he will pick up a rifle. Indeed he will, yes. He must have seen an AWP, opting for a Galil. I'm sure he would have preferred an AK, but it's Nitro versus 2.
Yeah, 1 versus 2. I mean, it's going to be tough here, the bomb ticking away. There is no kit on him, James, because they were a little bit strapped for cash. So Nitro needs to really get his pace on right now to make sure that he can actually defuse the bomb at the end of this. And I don't know how much hope there is for him. These teams just aren't going to be peeking him too readily now. As we'll see the tap come in, and he will go down. Overtime between these 2 teams. Mixwell. This guy is so good. He is the only reason why Liquid are going to have to face this overtime situation at this point. Of course, Mixwell's team have been supporting him well, and they've been playing great. But so far, he's showing some serious star potential. And it's not just the way that he gets this kill. It's like the kills rather. You know, just getting the flicks, the hard shots, the easy shots, being the consistent fragger in that sense. But the smarts to do that. Like if you look at the way that he repositioned himself in that 1 versus 5, when he got it down to a 1 versus 2, and he repositioned himself all the way around. Like you said, there was some time for him to go to the B side, maybe just about. But instead, what he did is he made sure he had his back towards the CTs. He used all of the stuff that he knew to create the most intelligent decision to give himself a winnable round, and then he's so clutch on top of that.
But the game sense as well, Dan.
So good.
In that situation, it's very rare that the CTs are going to be going for the hero defuse, because they are expecting the T to peak. So if it's a 2 versus 1 there, the CTs are almost always faking because they need to help each other or trade. So they can't afford to have somebody holding the defuse. And it seems that he understands that, not going for the peak straight away, and then using that time to just continue to get closer. Just absolutely perfect. And he had to sweep to get the second frag, to get the second frag as well. That was pretty nutty stuff there.
That was amazing, yeah.
Again, I think we have to crown him the most dangerous man in North America.
I'm blown away.
That's crazy, Dan.
It can use a rifle too, James. With some of these, actually, the two big moments before that, where he basically saved the round by himself, getting 4Ks and so on alone, more or less. He did with AKs as well. So this guy is going massive in this match to save Optic.
Whoever found him for Optic, it's such a random connection, a Spanish AWPer for a side donning a Canadian flag. It's pretty bananas here.
It's amazing, yeah.
But I mean, what a pickup. That is.
Man, we're coming off like massive fanboys right now, but hey, it's justified, isn't it?
Well,
I mean, it's just so cool to see this. I didn't expect this.
I could not have told you anything about Mixwell before he joined Optic.
Yeah.
We have it's been a learning experience. And again, the coordination within the team just seems great. He seems to have fit in like a glove so far.
Yeah, I think that clip is surely going to go onto Reddit, that clutch, that 1v5. It must do. That, I mean, more and more people are going to start to be aware of Mixwell. And indeed,
well, North America is now. I mean, they're going to be put on notice by this.
But the thing is, I mean, we talked about all these players shuffling around, all the roster changes and everything. And Thorin, when he was here before, he mentioned on the desk a few times a good term, which was name value. And how name value can really carry you very far in it getting picked up here or there or elsewhere, as people want to go with what is known instead of what is unknown, and to take a risk in that sense. Mixwell obviously was a star player for Gbots, and he got picked for Optic in a time where lots of players are being picked from Europe, being picked all over the place, and maybe some teams could have made Mixwell a better offer potentially. I don't know, but Optic were the team that found him. And they're reaping the rewards right now, and it's looking great.
And I think the good thing, actually, in terms of, we talk about name value, right? And there's a lot of players, you could say, in North America who have name value but don't have the skills to back it up in the current climate. So I think that the land grab with E-League coming up, where basically lots of teams scramble to get players, has meant less availability in North America. Yeah. So there's less of that nonsense to go around now, which means there's more players stepping up and getting opportunities. We have some youngsters in North America getting picked up, but also more people coming in from Europe, and Nick Mixwell seems to be one of the better ones, Dan. We are into overtime one. Let's see what the teams have to offer here. So MR3 10K will be the order of play. Orps onto Mixwell and Kusta. Let us begin.
I'd be so happy if I was on Optic and I would just see him clutching like that. In that situation where if he doesn't win that, it's over. Must be a pretty fun experience for Mixwell's teammates. But here you go, Liquid. Let's see if they can claim what they must feel is rightfully theirs, which is map 2. I mean, they've been fighting tooth and nail. It is just a few ridiculous clutches that has stopped them. But now maybe in overtimes they can clinch it. Nafly looking for some play, something to work with on the alley area. But I got to say, I'm a little bit afraid for him if Kusta returns with attention there. Oh, how did Kusta miss that?
Haircut, Dan.
Wow. In fact, he didn't miss that. I think that was a tag through the train, potentially as Daps. No, it was a miss.
Daps is over towards.
So that was a Mixwell. That was a miss onto Mixwell. Yeah. That is crazy.
That was a haircut, Dan. It was the buzz cut, if you will. 55 seconds left on the clock. The bomb moving towards IB. There are two players close towards IB, so this could be a mistake for Optic. However, Liquid are changing their formation somewhat. And with the time that's left, I think a lot of teams will be expecting a B play in this situation. Kusta taking the high ground now in case there's a bit of a smoke plant coming in. Elige has been taken down. Rush towards E-Box. Kusta's hunting for him. 30 seconds now, and the bomb is going to be dropped by Kusta. Stanislaw going down. Down goes Mixwell as well. Kusta with a 3K showing his worth now. Not going to be outdone by Mixwell, perhaps. 20 seconds for the bomb to be planted. And with Kusta on the high ground, never mind that, he's going to get taken down. Daps needs to pick up the bomb. There's less than 10 seconds soon. Adren coming in for the push, trying to stop them. Rush, another round where he's going to be heavily tagged here. Adren goes down, trades for the team. Now it's Rush versus Hiko. Hiko doesn't have the angle, and Rush survives another round where he's clutched it with very little health. Optic off to a good start first.
Man, the clutch is coming in right now. Kusta's 3K there. made a bad situation look doable. In fact, it was very doable thanks to Kusta. Really nice AWPing from Heaven. He's actually occupied that position actually quite a lot, I gotta say. That might be becoming somewhat predictable for the Optic side, but hey, if you can just get the kills anyway, even if they're looking at you and expect you to be there, then all the power to you, sir. 5 players here from Optic seem to be delivering in the moments when they really need to, with Mixwell going particularly huge in some of these moments, of course. Now, can Liquid step it up? Can they match the pace of Optic? Optic with that first win, now slowing the pace down a little bit, taking real estate towards pretty much all the positions except Ali. And they are waiting for you know, potentially some aggression. And right now there is no aggression from Team Liquid. They are just playing really, really passively. They got a guy, Elish, who is more or less the most forward player by Popdog. One of the reasons why this is an important position is because it tells you a lot about what's going on. They're stepping, but the wallbang come in, and they're going to pursue this frag here. The trade on the damage is actually going to be much better in the end overall for the Liquid side, despite Leash getting tagged down. And he will retreat back to the safety of his brothers in arms, the fellow Liquid players on A.
I think the Optic are playing with fire somewhat here because, again, it's 40 seconds left, and this time, well, the bomb's over towards A main. We've got 2 towards B, 1 in Pop. Could it be a fake coming in from the Optic side? They're throwing smokes in towards the A bomb site from main, and indeed they are rotating towards the B bomb site, so nobody pushing A. What is the read here from Liquid? They're starting to move the entire team over towards the B bomb site. 23 seconds left, and Hika's on the site. He's going to be a big player for the team. Taking down Rush to begin with. How many more can he get? It's a 2-man spray down for him. Elish coming in as well. The bomb's on the floor, Dan. There are 12 seconds left. Someone must plant it. Default is possible, but it needs to come in quickly. Daps has got an advanced position. Nice snap onto Elish. Nice way to trade. Now it's down to the 1 versus 1. Nafly versus Kusta. Nafly shuffling left and right. Kusta's got the AWP, and Nafly's managed to escape. He's got a GG Molotov in tow, Dan. So Kusta may be in a bit of trouble here. If Liquid lose this round, they may be money screwed for the final round. I'm not sure. Time will tell.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Of course, losing that first round, and we did see AWPs out for Kusta both times. Oh, Kusta, what is he going to do here? He's thinking about going for it, of course, and as you said, that Molotov, and here it is. There's the GG. Now Naf can just peek and try to guarantee this. Oh, and there you'll get the spray. You can see Kusta trying to get out of there with the AWP and try to save that, because here it is. Boom, the money. Are Optic going to do this in 2 after the clutches, get it to overtime? Are they going to make it happen? Of course, they got to calm down first of all, of course, to focus on the round in which they should win the most, which is this one, which of course will not win it for them. Still, Liquid could get 3 on their T side, but still, you know, it's going to give them a great chance.
Yeah, this is a proper force buy coming out for the Liquid side. Ooh. I'm feeling the pressure, Dan. I'm getting tingles in my shoulders. So we've got an advanced position actually from Kusta towards Ivy, but it doesn't seem like he's going to be committed to the full push. A bit of a flash there, perhaps trying to bait any gunfire from the ETs to see if anybody's there, but there is no gunfire. Will this mean that he comes in for the push? Because it would be punished with severe violence, Dan. There are indeed 2 CTs now in the IB position. I sincerely hope that Optic check their corners properly. They have all these nades. Kusta boosted over the smoke. Still passive from Optic though. They're just walking back and forth. Rush coming in as the smoke starts to disappear. Kusta going to go for the peek. His gun has revealed his position, and he's going to get shot straight in the face. No bomb scene for Liquid either. Elish now close. The pop flash coming in, and he is going to be a bit blind, but he will recover fast enough. Double peek in main. But again, the bomb is safe for now, but Mixwell needs to be careful because he is carrying the bomb, and if he goes down, then the round could go to the other side. The bomb could be spotted on the radar here, but it's a 4 versus 2. Mixwell can rotate towards Popdog. Hiko goes down, leaving Adrent alone. He's got an AK, and that's it. A 3-0 half for Optic. 3 match points for Optic, Dan.
Wow. Wow. That's crazy, isn't it? I am definitely taken aback by this map. Whoa. You can see that Optic, you know, we talked a lot about Mixwell, but everyone is fragging for Optic, to be honest. And same more or less can be said for Liquid as well. I mean, we're not really getting any underperformances, technically speaking. I think earlier in the train, I think there were some missed shots by Kuster earlier on, maybe shots that you'd expect him to maybe hit. I think he got unlucky a few times with really, really close misses as well. But generally speaking, I don't think you can really say too much here in that regard. It's been a really close match so far, and I'm not sure that. I mean, can Liquid? Can they do this? Can they pull this off? They're gonna get 3 in a row. That's really hard to do.
I want to say Mixwell is the MVP, but I mean, obviously being the Oppa, he has the explosive rounds. But I mean, credit to Rush, he's top fragging, and he has had a number of rounds where he's been a last man with less than 15 HP, and he's had to clutch 1 versus 1s. He's done it at least twice.
Yeah.
So those rounds are as key as Mixwell's ace. Obviously, that bit is a bit insane. But let's not forget the rest of the team here.
Absolutely. I mean, Mixwell has been the entire reason why Optic are even able to win is due to the team effort, as well as the clutches here from the various players. But yeah, Mixwell, some of these rounds has been quite incredible, and I look forward to the future and following him in the future and his team. But Optic now they can do this. They can do this in 2 against Liquid, and much preferable to doing it in 2 rather than getting it to the 3rd map. Liquid a very, very capable team on all maps really against Optic, I should think. Don't want to risk it. Double AWP here for Optic, and I mean that's the smart thing. They want to get this done here, and we'll see Stanislaw just defending by Popdog. A lot of presence here towards the alley. 3 players towards alley with the bomb here for the Liquid side, and only 1 man there to defend for Optic. And it's a very, very passive hold here from Optic.
Liquid can make few mistakes, and those mistakes cannot cost them any rounds, because that would be it. That would be the end, the bitter end. Optic playing 4 towards the A bomb site. Ruthless aggression in terms of their positioning, but they are waiting for Liquid to serve themselves on the dinner table.
They didn't do a single peek on early, I don't think, Optic. And Liquid had 3 players there at the start of the round. There was not a single peek. And look, instead of Mixwell actually trying to shore up that defense or even peek there, he's gone deep into the yard with the AWP. This is really interesting. And then started looking back towards alley. This is really interesting positions here. 3 players close to electric box for Optic. This is really weird setup. Is it going to pay off, James?
35 seconds on the clock here. So Liquid playing it slow as well. And again, everything must go well for them. Otherwise, it's going to be all over. That's a good start for them. Nitro taking Stanislaw straight in the face there, holding an aid in his hand. A rush with a 2K though. And the frags go back the way of Liquid. Man advantage for them. All players on the A site now. We've got Daps in connector and Nafly looking for plays as well. The bomb's going to get planted, and it seems that Liquid should be good to take this round. Indeed, they will be. Adrenaline with a 2K at the end, and that's 1 match point save. 2 more to go.
Yeah, how tense this must be right now for Liquid, knowing that they can't put a foot wrong, else they will lose this series against Optic. And I really liked the setup there for Optic. I liked how they went really passive and forced Liquid to go for the push without getting any picks. I think that was a really smart choice. And I think if they had tried to peek alley, I think Liquid would have definitely been in favor in that situation. So it didn't work out for Optic that time. Liquid playing it really well on the entries into the A-bomb side eventually. And now it's going to be potentially another slow round. Looks like the same setup here from Liquid. They got 3 players towards alley early on, perhaps trying to catch any potential aggression and trade effectively against it. And then they put the AWP in place, Kuster above the smoke to get the picks. But once again, there is no peek. No peek from Optic. No peek to be seen.
Indeed. So looking at where the bomb is, this round may take a while. Liquid they're just looking for a response. Essentially a triple peek towards Ivy. They're looking for an answer, and finally they're going to get it. Rush is going to be baited by the team, and they will get the frag they were looking for, the advantage they were looking for with over a minute on the clock. What is the reaction from Optic? They're still keeping only 1 player towards the B bomb site, so they seem to be making the correct reads in that regard. But again, Liquid got them to serve themselves up on the plate there.
So this is the exact same round, more or less, from Liquid before. But the only difference right now is that, as you say, they actually got the bait. The bait actually worked this time. They actually managed to get the pick onto Ali, which they were playing for early round, to get the advantage before going for the set piece. Now, interestingly, will they go for the A play or will they go for the B play? Looks like Stansel take down Liquid Adren in team main. So now they should know there's going to be a B play. In fact, they're immediately rotating. A bit of extra time here. Oh, that's going to shoot Nitro in from the side now. And Optic will be looking quite good here. 3 versus 2 as the bomb's only just been... In fact, no, it's not even been planted right now. Someone's going to plant the bomb. The time is running low. 10 seconds to go for it. Kusto has to plant the bomb. Naf's going to hear this, and they will know that it's committed with the time that is left right now. A flank is coming in and everything. This is a great setup here from Optic. Liquid are going to need a very, very crazy defense to pull this one out of the bag, to be honest. Salsor getting the frag there on the flank, and now it's down to Kusto against 2. Looking for the clutch right now. The first shot cannot come in, and Optic, they're going to get the defuse here, James.
They've
done it. Optic have taken it in overtime. What a crazy series we've actually bore witness to. And I just never expected. In fact, you know what I can count on with